Back when Diablo Immortal was being created, I remember thinking, no, don't bring us seasons like in Diablo 3. I wanted an experience that I could continuously build upon and something that would just allow me to not ever lose progress and to always maintain what I've built inside of the game. I felt very lucky when Diablo Immortal came out because no resets would happen. I would never have to restart a character, rebuild things out, and essentially start fresh. But 2 years have gone by. Has my sentiment changed about this whole thing? Or do I wish that seasons were coming? Do I wish that seasons were here? Or am I happy with this long-term grind that we're always doing inside of the game? Now, there's a couple of reasons why I bring this up, and one of them is, notice on the bottom of the screen, I am green with my bar on the bottom of the screen. This means I am below the server Paragon level, and I just logged into the game right now on PC, which is going to tell me that it's going to load a little bit slowly. Notice, the server Paragon level is 400, and I am sitting at Paragon 398. I would in the past say, oh my god, I gotta catch up, I gotta get to the Paragon level, I gotta get the grind in so I can get there. But this week I said, what the hell? Why do I have to get there? Why do I have to do that? Why don't I just chill, play the game as I want, and get more XP rewards? Because really, what is it gonna do for me if I get to the next Paragon level? Well, one thing it would do is I'd be able to swap out different pieces of gear, which would be a big benefit. But at the same time, I just didn't feel like it. Why? I was busy doing other things. I was at MetLife Stadium last night playing football on the field with my sons. That was a pretty awesome experience that I would never want to miss out on. I would miss my Paragon level for that any day of the week. So it brought up the whole thought of seasons inside of the game. Will we ever see seasons inside of Diablo Immortal? And if so, would that be something that I would welcome and want to see? And as I said, in the past, I wouldn't want that. You know, we spend all of our time kind of building out our character. We want to get the right gear, the right gems, all this stuff. You know, you work hard to get your Gloom to a 4-star. You work even harder to get your Blood-Soaked Jade, or to get your Seeping Bile to a rank 5, 4 out of 5 star. For me, this stuff isn't easy. I'm not a huge spender inside of the game. I grind as I go, and I have fun with it. That's the key here. I have fun. But the question is, if I were to go back and do it all over again, would I want to be someone who wouldn't gain power over time, continuously? Would I prefer to just kind of be the guy that, you know, starts over again every single season and does new things every season and starts a new class every season, with each class having something different to offer every season, instead of always having to work on my attributes and always trying to improve all of my stats? I think, to be honest, if I had to do it all over again, I would still do it the way that it is. Now, that is not me saying that I am happy with the pay-to-win mechanic inside of Diablo Immortal, because I wish it wasn't there. I really wish it weren't. And I did a video the other day talking about the cosmetics inside of the game and how certain people think that they're a waste, while others say I will invest my money into that to support the game. That was a whole discussion topic. I suggest you watch that video if you want to know my feelings on paying for residence versus paying for cosmetics, and how I feel each of those topics would essentially change the success rate of this game. Now, the success rate and the sentiment are two different things. But for this case, I would actually love for seasons to come to Diablo Immortal. I would absolutely love it. And inside of the seasons, you wouldn't have to regrind your, you would have to regrind your gems. You'd have to regrind your class. You'd have to restart a brand new class. But you wouldn't have to get rid of your main one. So if Blizzard were to introduce seasons to the game, I think it would be very, very cool for players to be able to say, oh, do I want to grind my main, which is my everlasting account, the ones that we have now, or do I want to jump into a season and mess around with that? I think it would be really cool. The problem is, for Blizzard that is, can you monetize season characters the same way you could monetize an everlasting character like this? You can't have people pay for things that you then take away at the end of the season. You understand? So I could definitely see an issue there with monetization and the long-term success of the game money-wise. But would I like to see it? I think I would. I think it would be very, very cool to be able to log in and bust out a season where all the classes have different attributes, where each season a different class has a different strength and maybe is stronger, the one the one that you want to play for that season. And in addition to that, as a content creator for the game, you get yourself a lot of different opportunities for new stuff. Now, I will say, we do have a lot of new things that come to the game now on a regular basis. Right now, we have new updates all the time, and it's a positive thing as long as everything is working properly. But it would also be really cool if, in addition to the new stuff that are going on for our main character, if we could also have season drops as well, in which we would have more content, new stuff, new campaign stuff, new battles, new bosses. I think this is a good idea. I think it would actually be a lot of fun. And me personally, I would go and play a seasonal character, probably for a character that I don't want a class change to right now because I'm just not interested in playing that class. That would be something that I think Blizzard should bring to the game, which would also offer something else to the player base. Hear me out. Right now, difficulties are getting easier and easier. As you can tell, when you switch Inferno difficulties, the ease of it, the combat rating is going down. This is now only 30,000 combat rating needed for Inferno 1, where it used to be, I think it was 34 or 36,000. 37,000, it still sits for Inferno 2. And they're doing this because there's more and more of a gap for someone that starts the game today versus someone like myself that started on day one. It's hard to close in that gap. So they have to continuously make the game easier for those players to catch up and give them big things like experience boosts right here. I'm only 2 levels behind Paragon and I'm getting 110%. We have double experience rewards incoming to the game very soon too with the incoming update, which is going to allow you to get twice as much as you can get in addition, which is another reason why I decided I really don't need to push this character that hard right now because there's a double XP event. And once I start going above the XP, when I get to 410 Paragon, I'm going to be getting like 30 or 20% of the rewards. So I'm grinding for less reward. It doesn't reward you for grinding this lifelong character deep beyond the Paragon level of the server. It's to keep you from getting too far away from the newer players incoming. So, what I'd like to see here, I would love to see seasons come to Diablo Immortal, which is me completely changing my tune from when I spoke about this in the past. In the past, I did not want that. I had no interest and I probably wouldn't have played it. But now, sentiment has changed. I would do it. And I think I would really enjoy doing that. I'd really be curious to hear what you guys had to say regarding seasons. Is that something you'd be interested in? Would it bring players back to the game? And something else that does, it allows brand new players to potentially not even play a main. Maybe they don't want to play a main character at all and they just want to involve themselves in seasons inside of the game. Maybe that's all they want to do. And I think that would be a really cool option for those players. Someone that just found this video today. Someone that just has come to the game, never played it before. Give them the option to play seasons instead of a primary character. I think this is a win-win. I think it's a great opportunity for Blizzard to bring something new to the game. With that said, I just got sponsored, guys, by GG Energy. I'm a big energy drink guy because I go to the gym all the time. Now, this is not a paid sponsorship or anything like that. It's an opportunity for me to bring you a discount on GG Energy. It's like an energy drink that you could use when you're gaming for focus or if you want to go to the gym. I have GG Energy every time I go to the gym. This is a small tub. It's got 100 servings. It means it has a very small scoop, which means you don't need a lot of this powder in your drink, which means less sentiment inside of the drink. It's actually quite delicious. Love this flavor. I call it the Joe Biden flavor because it's got Biden on it for some reason. They have a lot of goofy stuff, a lot of, well, a lot of good-looking anime girls on their stuff as well. Also some great swag. Go check it out. There's a link in my description. It will be in all of my videos going forward. They are not paying for this, but I do make a small commission on any sales. You can save yourself 10% on anything you buy using my code ETM. ETM stands for Echo Through Me, which was my original name on YouTube. So use my link in the description and code ETM and get yourself hooked up for 10% off. But guys, what do you think of Seasons inside Diablo Immortal? Let me know your comments below. I can't wait to see your thoughts on this topic.